Hi BookTube. So I have decided to do a weekend vlog because it is an absolutely gorgeous day and it's going to be a really nice weekend. It's going to be in the low 60s and raining. So, your typical June weather. But there's also Portland Book Week. It's their first ever book week. And so there are several bookstores, or many, that are doing like discounts on shopping and different events. Like there's book bingo, where you go to several different stores and you get a bingo by visiting stores, but there's also a store that's doing actual literally bingo, and there's like author events, and there's even like a little mini Comic Con. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of those big events, but I thought, why not use this opportunity to visit some bookstores that I have never gone to before. There are quite a few. When I saw the list for the bookstores that are participating in this event, it includes comic book stores as well, but I didn't realize that there's over 50 in just the Portland metro area. So, and it doesn't even include some that I've gone to before that just aren't participating in this event. So I'm like, oh my goodness, Portland's just amazing book-wise. For sure, and in other ways as well, of course. But why not take you along for the ride for a book shopping weekend? And of course, I had to include Fable Girl in the vlog. Even though it's a book shopping vlog, dogs can be included. She does this often. Like, we have just started our walk 10 minutes ago, and it's not that she's tired. She just likes to sit and look at the world. She's in no rush. It's like an endless maze here. Books. Of course, obligatory Twilight. Hi BookTube, I'm back from all of the book shopping I've been doing for the Portland Book Week. I have my bingo card here, so I know that I went to 6 stores, and upon reading the fine print here, I didn't need just one bingo, I needed at least 2 to win a prize, so I didn't accomplish that. There were a total of, I think, 51 or 52 bookstores to go to, and I made it a point to go to stores that I've never been to before. So it was a lot of fun to check all those out. I mean, there's many more for me to look at, but I just wanted to. I didn't want to go too far from home, but still have lots of fun. So I have a little pamphlet here with because also in addition to all the bookstores hosting the event, there was a big like I don't know if this was at a hotel or where this was at, but like all the different like like rare books and things like that. And like vendors, with like tables and stuff would come. And so I could have went to this, but I didn't. I just didn't want to deal with the crowds, and I'm not a rare book buyer, so I didn't know how much there would be there for me, but there was quite a few additional, it was like pages and pages and pages of bookstores that were coming to this event as well. And then I got a bag for the book week. And this is actually the only book bag I own because I feel like they're too expensive, so I never get them. But this was $8. I was like, okay, that's reasonable compared to, because I've seen these little cloth bags for $20, $25. I can never warrant the purchase, but for $8, I got one. So now I can go book shopping with this. Okay, so now going into the bookstores, I would have loved to show you some of the books that I got from each store, and then went to the clip of the video clip, but I don't have the editing skills. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I just don't have the patience or the skills to learn that. So bear with me. The clips have been before this, so this is me just like showing you what I purchased after going. So I went to Two Rivers, and these aren't in the order I went to them, but Two Rivers was it was half bookstore and half yarn shop, which was very cute. There's another one in Portland that's like that, but I haven't gone to that one yet. That it's a yarn and bookstore as well. But in addition to that, they had teas and candles and all that kind of stuff. So I ended up at this place getting a tea because everything at the store was new, and so I'm trying to. I went to so many. I'm like trying to think through it all. Yeah, this was all new books, and I didn't see anything that I wanted to purchase new, but I got Reading Nook blend tea that looked really cute. This is by Plum Deluxe Tea Company, and it has caffeine. It's black tea, rose, lavender, chamomile, and vanilla. So it sounded good. So yeah, I'll have this with some of the tea. With some of the books I'm reading for sure. And then I didn't end up getting a bookmark, I don't think. I'm sorry, I'm a bit scattered because I have like everything all around me. I don't think I got a bookmark at that place. I might find it shoved into one of these other books. Okay, so moving on, the next bookstore is Wallace Books. And I got 3 books at this place. This is the one where I got the most books. because I found 3 harder to find, like, out of print books. So yeah, it was a great haul for that one. And so I have a Phyllis A. Whitney book, The Fire and the Gold, and she is Phyllis A. Whitney is like gothic romance. Like, she was my introduction to the gothic genre, and this is what I've actually never heard of before. So I was thrilled to find this one with like the moody cover here. And when did this come out? It's for sure older. 1956. And this edition came out in 1974. We have very much a 70s cover. And then I found 2 Gladys Tabor books. And I was like, oh my goodness. And they're both, because she's a nature writer, but they're both books that I wouldn't have, I didn't know, like, that she had these, you'll get what I'm saying when I show them to you. But this is the one where she did a collaboration with Barbara Webster. I've never heard of this author, but I'm going to read this book, and I adore Gladys Tabor's writing, so if she's working with her, with Barbara's working with her, like, oh, I bet I'll like her work as well. And here are the 2 authors there. There's Gladys, and then Barbara is here. And then the other Gladys Tabor book is a novel. So you can see what I mean, like, she's doing a collaboration, and then there's a novel. So these are 2 interesting finds for the day. And here's the author on this one, Spring Harvest. And for this one, it says, let's see, it's like 1914, a co-educational college in Wisconsin. So I wonder if she's going to be pulling, here's another bookmark, pulling from her childhood. Because a lot of her books are set in New England area where Still Meadow was, where her house was. And at that bookstore, they also gave me, in addition to the bookmarks, they had like little postcards for different events. So there's a banned book edition book lovers burlesque show. So I have no idea what that's about, but that's coming up in July. So I guess I'll keep this bookmark to think about going. And the other one is a bootlegger's ball, a 1920s inspired event with dining and music at a speakeasy. So I was like, oh, these look like fun. Because it'd be nice to like, go out and see other things in Portland. Let's see, the next bookstore is Chaparral Books. And I found a Jane Austen book for Jane Austen July. And this is Jane Austen's Letters. It's collected by Deidre L. LaFay. And it's a hefty book. There is quite the many letters in here. But I wanted something thorough. And this is a store I really like. The Chaparral is one of my favorite bookstores that I went to. That and Wallace Books, both of them had a quite a collection, and you know, not just genres or new books. And I like a good mix of used books for sure. And Chaparral had like the best prices, I feel like, of all the ones I went to. And this one had a postcard because they're going to be, because they also have Somewhere Books there, and they're going to be at the Seattle Antiquarian Book Fair. That's coming up in October, so a while away. But yeah, I have a little postcard for that. And then, let's see, moving on to the next one is Arch's Bookhouse. And this was funny. When I asked for a bookmark, the guy had no idea where they were because he didn't have a set cash register. It was one of the little electronic, like, swipey deals. And at first he couldn't find that. He was like, where is that? He was like looking on top of bookshelves and little tables, trying to find it, because it was one of the, for sure, like a cluttered bookstore. There was books on the floor and things like that, but he was looking around for it. And then he was looking for the cash register, the little swipey thing, but he couldn't find the bookmarks. But this is their store, Arch's Bookstore, and it says fine humanitarian books, and they focus on philosophy, history, theology, literature, and art. And then he also gave me a bookmark for the book week. And so I got Listening for Coyote, A Walk Across Oregon's Wilderness by William L. Sullivan. And I just thought it was like a really interesting topic. And it's kind of like what the cover here is saying, that he took 65-day journey through Oregon's wilderness, and he encountered blizzards, poisonous mushrooms, marauding bears. But it's more than just an outdoor adventure story. So we'll see what that one's about. And then the last book I have is from Bishop and Wild, and a very, very simple book mark here, but on the back it says a small bookshop at Tin House in northwest Portland. Say hello, buy some books, and bring your dog. Yeah, and there was a lot of bookstores that were animal friendly. A lot of like their signs, like little like we're open or welcome in or whatever will say like, you know, dogs allowed or dogs welcome, things like that. So I thought that was cute. And at this store, I got Wind on the Waves, Story from the Oregon Coast by Kim Stafford. And this was a predominantly new bookstore. There was a itty bitty little shelf or two of used books. So I ended up getting this, new. But I have plans to go to the Oregon Coast next week. So I was like, I might bring this along, with me. But this is about, it says Wind on the Waves, like a deck of cards, fans out a collection of 52 stories that embody the ravishing beauty and quirky mysteries of the ever wild Oregon coast. And so it's a very slim book to have 52 stories in it. But, I was like, more like atmospheric vibes I'm going for here with that. So that's all I ended up purchasing. I didn't go like crazy with it because I didn't want to because I know this is just like the beginning of the summer. I know there's other trips I'm going to be doing, and but I did for sure wanted to participate in the book festival. And so this like I think I mentioned, it's like the first ever book week Portland was putting on. So I for sure wanted to be a part of it. So I ended up getting these books and the tea, of course. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I had lots of fun exploring the bookstores and taking you along with me, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, BookTube.